Hi, welcome back to the channel, and in this video I'm going to show you how I reduce and remove noise from field recordings in Izotope RX11. Let's head over to my screen and I'll show you how I do it. I'm using Davinci Resolve. We're currently in the Edit tab, and these are a couple of cuts that I've selected that I want to clean up. Well, before we get started, let's have a listen. See if you can hear the noise. There you have it. The first recording is of a raven flying past the microphones, and the second one is of an owl screeching followed by a nightjar chirring. Let's export both of the tracks, and once that's done, open up RX11 and upload the files. Here's the raven, and there's the owl and the Nighthawk. I've got it in the full spectrograph mode. You could have a look at the waveform if you want. It's there. You could even have it half and half. I prefer the spectrograph, which is there. What we need to do in this first is to find a piece that's more than a second long that we can get a reading from. So I'm going to select this bit here. I'm going to come over to spectral denoise over here on the right. Open that up. Let's bring that onto the big screen. And what we're going to do now is press Learn. Let's have a preview. So you can hear the noise, and that's what it's going to sound like if we render this. On this bit you don't just press render, so we'll stop that, click back on the spectrograph away from the selected bit, now press render, and it'll do the whole file. There you go. Let's have a play of that. Okay, so I can still hear a little bit of low hum, low hiss. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to shut down the spectral denoise and I'll bring up the EQ. I'll share that with you now. And what we got there, 200. So our owl is screeching there at around 700 at the lowest. So I'm actually going to put the EQ up to just over 500. Let's have a preview. I'm happy with that. So I'm going to press render. That's done. Turn that off. I'm going to export this. 24-bit wave file. Press OK. Just want to go to desktop, save. And let's go to the Raven. Let's have a listen. Okay. So let's select the first second. Spectral denoise, learn, compare, hear the difference, here's the original, hear the hiss, spectral denoise, hiss is gone. So let's stop, let's click on let's click on the main one. Remember, don't render when the box is open, render afterwards, so you need to click off it. Press render. There you go, cleaned up. Let's have a listen. Yeah, that sounds good, but there's still a little bit of hiss at the low end. Again, let's turn off the spectral denoise. Bring up the EQ. That's 500. I think that's the Raven sound is around the 200 mark. So let's bring it down below 200. I'm just going to press render because I'm confident it'll do it. There you go. Let's have a listen. Yeah, it's gone. Still got the wing beats. Yep, okay. So I'm going to turn that off. Let's export. .24-bit, same wave. Okay. Desktop. Save. Let's shut down RX. Bring Resolve back up. And now I'm going to do a before and after comparison. So I'll shift that one over a bit. Desktop. Here's the first one. Let's bring in the second one. Now by simply looking at the files, we can see here in the first one, this is where all the noise is. Look at my cursor. In comparison over here, it's gone. Let's check with the owl and the Nighthawk. As we can see here, we've got all the hiss in between. There's the owl, and here's the Nighthawk. If we look at the cleaned one, all that noise is gone. Yeah, see that? All right, what does it sound like? 1, 2, 3, play. And there you go, folks. That's how I used RX11 to clean up my field recordings. If you've got any questions, just leave them in the comments. I'd like to say thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.